Hey, what's up everyone? I wanted to talk to you guys about this motor build. This used to be 103 with some 255 Screamin Eagle cams. We were having some issues with the motor, so we took it apart, decided to make a 110 out of it. So right now we have some Screamin Eagle 266 cams, an S&S 58mm Throttle body, an HPI air cleaner, and some Vance Hines exhaust. The bike did very well. What I'm going to do is show you guys the motor build and then the graphs towards the end. Right now I'd like for you guys to like, follow, and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So we have the motor all taken apart. We are now going to start washing the parts, send heads and cases and everything to get powder coated. We're going to set up to cut the cases with the GEMS tool for the big bore, since we're going to go to 4-inch bore. So we have the case mocked up on our GEMS tool. This is to machine the spigot. This side's already been done. As you can see, we already machined this part. Getting ready to do the second cylinder. Here we go, we got the flywheels here. Case has already been powder coated. Everything's been cleaned. Threads have been chased. We're getting ready to install the crank bearings on both case halves. Here are the cylinders. Those still need to get honed. So we need to put the cylinder plates on there and hone them and get them ready, do new cross edges and get everything squared and away and ready to go. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and start putting the Yami bond on the cases close to case halves and continue from there. So the motor's in already. We already had the pistons installed, the piston pins. So we're getting ready to install the Screamin Eagle cams, these are the Screamin Eagle 266 cams. We're going to go ahead and use our original factory cam plate, the S&S cam change kit, so we'll be installing new cam bearings as well. And we decided to use a little bit higher volume oil pump. This is a Midwest billet oil pump. We've tried this before on another 110 build of mine, and it performed very well. We used it for about 10,000 miles, had lots of volume, lots of pressure, and it worked well until we decided to take it apart and build a bigger 124. So right now all the primary section is done. The compensator, primary chain, clutch hub is all done. So what we're going to do now is get ready to do the cam stuff. Alright, so we've been trying to install the oil pump and cam plate. We need to spin the motor around, and we can't do that because the piston is hitting the bottom of the cylinder. So we're getting ready to install the cylinders. We already did hone the cylinders using our cylinder plates from GEMS. But I did want to show you guys that normally they would have an O-ring at the bottom, but since we bored it out to a bigger bore, we like using these Cometic gaskets. So I think these are 10,000 thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and install the cylinders, and then that would give me the opportunity to spin the motor to line everything up on the cam plate and torque everything up. So we have the cam section already all closed up, lifters are installed. Cylinders, we already checked our piston to cylinder deck height, and so we're going to get ready to finish up cutting the valve seats and deck the head. The head's already done. They already had been ported. We just needed to cut the seats. We got the seats already cut, and we decked the heads to get our compression ratio. We're running 10.75 compression ratio. Getting ready to install our Kibble White valves along with our Kibble White valve springs. We love using this spring setup. We like this brand. They do a lot of good quality stuff. We use their valve guide seals, we use their valves, we use their valve springs. Anyway, let me continue on this and then we'll start getting ready to install the heads. We already checked the valve to piston clearance with the clay. We already got the front valves and push rods already adjusted. So getting ready to adjust the Screamin Eagle push rods. We have Screamin Eagle lifters in there. Once we get all this adjusted, we're going to go ahead and take everything apart, put our push rod tubes, rocker boxes, and then we'll start with the throttle body and intake manifold. Alright guys, so let's get to the results here. So this is When the motorcycle first came in, if you guys recall, I said it was running really bad. Well, here's the results of that. You can see where our torque was 83 and our horsepower was 58. This is a 103 with, I believe it had 255 cams and some Vance Hines exhaust. So then we did our motor work and stuff, and then we did a base map because this was running a Power Commander 5, and we did 91 torque, 91 horses, 107 torque. Did a little bit of tuning, and humongous difference. 124.10 horses, 125 torque. That's crazy. Look at the difference right there. All the way to the end. You can see the huge difference. So the red line is the previous run, which was before we did the dyno tuning. The blue line is after we did our dyno tuning. So our AFRs are pretty much matched on. Right there, it gets a little rich, but overall it runs very strong. I'm gonna get this thing down and go ride it on the road and do the final little adjustments that need to get done. But I really appreciate you guys staying to the end and watching this video, guys. I would appreciate if you guys like to share, like, follow, and subscribe. Once again, a lot more cool videos coming soon.